What's that? It looks like there's firearms in it.
So listen, I swear to God, I'm not like that bag. That's my little brother's bag.
Do you have your ID on you?
Sir, my ID's in my bag.
In the bag?
Yes, sir, listen, I'm a minor, sir. I have security guards. Okay. They left that in my bag, sir. I did not pack my bag.
You know Lil Meech is a little punk. Airport. Gun in the bag.
Yeah.
I go to private school. It's not mine, it's his gun.
Meech was making money, but he was spending it hand over fist, like you said.
Chrome heart jeans. You got 10 pair of those, do the math. What's that, 100,000?
Everybody knows Big Meech is a street legend, a real icon whose name still rings out in hip-hop like thunder. All thanks to the Black Mafia family empire, built straight from the dirt, brick by brick. But now, his son Lil Meech is making that legendary name look more like a reality show than a legacy. Let's get into it. Because Big Meech is his pops, Lil Meech clearly feels the pressure to fill those massive shoes, to carry that same gangster vibe and act like he came from the trenches. But the truth, he's just not built like that. People don't see a leader when they look at Lil Meech. They see a poser. While Big Meech earned his respect the hard way from the struggle, the grind, the street hustle, Lil Meech grew up in straight up luxury, private schools, quiet neighborhoods, all the safety money can buy. So when he steps out trying to act street tough, it looks forced. And fans are peeping the disconnect loud and clear.
Oh, hey, this Cadillac might take off on us. It's not pulling into the parking lot. It's stopped right now, but it's registered to Lil Meech. Hey, go ahead and pull into the parking lot first.
What really started crumbling his street image were those snitching allegations. In the street code, that's the ultimate red flag. You don't come back from that. Back in 2022, things got real messy at the airport. TSA found a Glock 19 in a bag that was reportedly tied to him. And instead of staying quiet and holding it down, Lil Meech started talking. Too much. First he tried to say he was underage. Bro was 22. Then he flipped the script and claimed the bag wasn't even his, like someone just snuck a gun in there for fun. That moment had everybody side-eyeing him hard. In a world where silence is loyalty, his whole image cracked.
And that was gonna be handled already, so I really took a chance on using the money I had saved up for my family.
Yeah. I apologize for that, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That kind of talking, that's exactly how you end up labeled a snitch in street circles, even if nobody gets locked up. It's not always about charges, it's about the code. And once folks started whispering, Lil Meech knew he had to clean up the image real quick. So what did he do? He surrounded himself with real street dudes, trying to sell that tough guy vibe even harder. But the second that body cam footage from the airport hit the internet, a bunch of those so-called associates dipped out fast. They didn't want that kind of drama tied to their name, but not everyone vanished. One guy stayed down, 3 Luck. Dude stayed loyal, maybe thinking the mess would blow over, maybe hoping Lil Meech would bounce back and prove he was solid. But that loyalty, it cost him big time. Fast forward to mid-2025 and it all blows up. 3 Luck hops on social media and straight airs out Lil Meech, and the tea, wild. According to him, Lil Meech let him take the fall for something serious and never came clean. Let's rewind to October 24th, 2024. That day, 3 Luck was just tagging along, thinking they were just running some errands. What he didn't know? Lil Meech was already being watched by the cops. He was part of an ongoing investigation.
3282 to ACIC.
The second they ran the tags and spotted who was in the car, the police closed in. Now here's where it gets dirty. Lil Meech didn't stop right away. He hesitated, like he was thinking about making a run for it. Meanwhile, 3 Luck knocked out cold in the passenger seat, clueless. And allegedly, while 3 Luck was still asleep, Lil Meech started shifting illegal stuff off himself and hiding it near 3 Luck's seat. So when the cops finally pull them over, 3 Luck wakes up to flashing lights, sirens, and incriminating stuff right next to him. He glances over at Meech, and in that moment, it clicks. He just got set up by the one dude he thought had his back. The cops pull them over, split them up, and start searching the car. At first, it's just firearms. And this is Florida. We're not talking strict states like Cali or New York. Florida's gun laws are way more chill, so the situation wasn't even that serious. The cops weren't stressing. It looked like they were about to let both Lil Meech and 3 Luck go without much heat. But then Lil Meech pulls a move nobody saw coming. Totally unprovoked, he snitches on himself. He tells the cops there's more stuff in the car, illegal stuff.
It's not illegal.
Huh?
It's not illegal.
What is it?
It's not illegal
It's not illegal what?
to have a firearm.
I'm talking about the other stuff.
Huh?
The other stuff.
Talking about the other guy?
The other stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
That's illegal.
The wildest part, the cops didn't even mention anything else. They were only checking the guns. But Meech, out of nowhere, decides to spill extra info that nobody asked for. That one sentence flipped the whole vibe. Now the officers had a reason to dig deeper, and they did. And just like that, things went from chill to critical. Now it wasn't just about guns. Now there were other charges in play. And guess who caught the fallout? 3 Luck. He ends up being the one they pin it all on. The charges hit hard, and he gets sentenced to 40 months behind bars. Here's the real kicker. 3 Luck didn't even know Meech had said anything to the cops. He had no idea his own boy had quietly thrown him under the bus. From his side, it probably looked like Meech just panicked and stashed the stuff near him in the heat of the moment. Even though he was already mad about that, he didn't realize the betrayal ran that deep. Lil Meech didn't just panic, he spoke up, and that sealed 3 Luck's fate. 3 Luck probably thought, all right, I'll take this hit. Maybe Meech will hold it down while I'm locked up.
February 13th, the Big Meech home benefit concert. It's gonna be iconic. Too many names to list, but let me salute some of the
So he spends his entire life savings trying to fight the case, waiting on some kind of support. But through all of it, not 1 cent came from Lil Meech or his team, not a single dime. Eventually though, the truth surfaces. 3 Luck gets access to some of the police footage, and what he sees blows the lid off everything. He hears Lil Meech with his own mouth tell the cops there's more illegal stuff in the car, and boom, that's when it all adds up. That's when the betrayal hits like a truck. That moment, it's when 3 Luck stops staying quiet. He jumps on Instagram and airs it all out. He doesn't just rant, he brings receipts, posts a voice recording of a phone call with Lil Meech, where Meech is literally apologizing. In that same call, Meech supposedly promises that once the BMF show comes back, he'll throw 3 Luck some money and finally look out. But right around that time, whispers started going around that the BMF reboot was canceled. Word was 50 Cent wasn't bringing the show back, so now with his future looking shaky, 3 Luck reaches out again, and guess what? Lil Meech makes more promises, and again, no help. Then the final nail hits. 3 Luck sees the full body cam footage, clear as day, no more second guessing. Lil Meech really did throw him under the bus. That's the last straw. 3 Luck blasts everything out online. No more secrets, no more loyalty. And honestly, as messy as this is, fans weren't even surprised, because people been saying for a while that Lil Meech ain't loyal. And not just him, his pops Big Meech too. Folks say both of them have a history of flipping on people, which might explain why they're currently beefing with 50 Cent.
Because Big Meech is doing this big concert, and I believe he was probably trying to create more interest in it. And so then 50 gets upset about that.
If anybody had the power to fix Lil Meech's shaky reputation, both in Hollywood and the streets, it was 50 Cent. He wasn't just a cosign, he was the golden stamp. 50 didn't just throw Meech Jr. a role in the BMF series, he launched him. He played mentor, big bro, industry plug, and image bodyguard all in one.
Did 50 post anything, or did he just kind of unfollow Lil Meech?
Well, he posted a rat, said they call me Big.
For a while, 50 went hard for Lil Meech. He kept critics off his back, helped craft his image, and gave him opportunities most people would kill for. But in 2025, That whole relationship went up in flames, and it did it loudly. The internet watched it unfold like a front row drama. It all started when Big Meech got released from prison. That should have been a big feel-good moment. Father's finally free, son's already a TV star playing him, and the BMF brand was popping again for a new generation. But then, Big Meech pulled a move nobody saw coming. He teamed up with Rick Ross. Yup, that Rick Ross. 50 Cent's longtime rival. They threw a flashy welcome home concert together, and that right there, 50 saw it as pure disrespect. A line that never should have been crossed, especially after 50 had been the one holding the Meech name down for years, both culturally and financially. He's the one who made Lil Meech a star. He's the one who invested time, energy, and serious money into the Flannery family. So when Big Meech publicly sided with a known enemy, 50 felt straight up played. And when 50 feels betrayed, he doesn't sit quiet. He goes for blood, the same way he always has. So what did he do? He pulled out his favorite weapon, the internet, Instagram, shady posts, memes. He started cooking Lil Meech and Big Meech online, and the fallout, it was wild. 50 Cent jumped on Instagram and let it fly. No holding back, he started taking shots at both Big Meech and Lil Meech. One post in particular went viral, a savage image of a rat with the caption, "I think I'm Big Meech." It was a twisted flip on Rick Ross's iconic lyric, but 50's message was crystal clear. He was calling Big Meech a snitch, and that was just the beginning. When it came to Lil Meech, 50 turned the heat all the way up.
As you all know, Big Meech and his son were recently exposed by 50 Cent for going broke. This is how Lil Meech spent all his dad's money before he got out.
The show was successful. 3 seasons in, Lil Meech was making money, but he was spending it hand over fist. Like you said, there was a Richard Mille watch, all the clothes.
Yeah.
I'm seeing Go-Yard luggage.
Yeah,
like, this is that I afforded later on in life.
Come on, man. No, and then you in Atlanta at that when indulging spending money. Like you see it with 100,000 poking out his pocket. He's doing 40, 50,000 in the club. That's what you around. You gonna spend money. Chrome heart jeans. You got 10 pair of those, do the math. What's that, 100,000?
He started spilling what he claimed were behind the scenes problems, saying Lil Meech was showing up high, being reckless on set, and even had to be sent to rehab in the middle of filming. And 50 didn't just say it, he posted proof. One photo showed Lil Meech slumped in a wheelchair with Amy Winehouse's rehab plastered over it. The caption, "Damn, this is bad. You believe me now?" Brutal. Lil Meech tried to laugh it off when TMZ caught up with him. He said, "Where I'm from, everybody needs rehab." But 50, he clapped back hard. He reposted the clip and mocked Meech's tough guy routine, writing something like, "He must not have heard them say cut," basically calling him out for pretending to be a gangster even when the cameras weren't rolling.
Meech, why you going with Ross? The truth is, when we did take that picture with Meech, I ain't gonna lie to you, there was a lot of people in my comments with rat emoji before 50 even said nothing.
At this point, Lil Meech definitely felt the pressure. Behind the scenes, he tried to patch things up. Leaked text messages show him reaching out to 50, sounding shook and emotional. He wrote stuff like, "I've only ever shown you love. I never switched up. This internet-ish is throwing me off. You know me in real life." Trying to prove he was still loyal, Lil Meech even dissed Rick Ross in the text, saying something like, "KF Ross, but he gave my dad some bread to pay his bills till next season." But 50 wasn't buying it, not for a second. That loyalty talk, too little, too late.
Why does Lil Meech keep telling? This had been a constant topic, but it still baffles me. He folds under zero pressure whatsoever. Now you probably already seen the clip of him singing in the airport. But what if I told you he did it again inside the back of a police car? Literally everything was fine until he said this about the friend he was with.
Okay, what y'all found it on him? Y'all found it?
It's not illegal.
Huh?
It's not illegal.
What'd you say?
It's not illegal.
It's not illegal what?
To have a firearm.
I'm talking about...
Huh? Talking about the other
guy?
Yeah.
That's illegal.
Now his mans would take to Instagram to expose Meech, letting the world know he's facing federal time behind this. He would also leak a phone call between them with Meech barely apologizing. Do you think Meech ruined whatever reputation his dad had left?
Instead of keeping those texts private, 50 Cent blasted them across Instagram with a sarcastic caption, mocking Lil Meech like it was nothing. He even threw in a jab hinting the BMF show was about to get axed. Then came the knockout blow. I'm done with the Meech business. And just like that, he cut all ties. From that point on, both the streets and the industry started seeing Lil Meech in a different light. When someone like 50, who's known for keeping it real and not sugarcoating anything, calls you ungrateful and fake in public, that stain sticks, especially in hip-hop, where loyalty is sacred. You can beef with someone and bounce back. But turning your back on the man who gave you the spotlight, that's career suicide. And Lil Meech, he didn't help himself one bit. Instead of laying low or fixing the mess, he went full rebel mode. He was spotted out in Miami, partying with 50's known enemies, Rick Ross and Floyd Mayweather. That's two of 50's biggest ops. And then Meech doubled down, posting a pic with them, captioned, "Real Power," a direct shot at 50's Power franchise. Straight disrespect. His team tried to spin it, said he wasn't worried, just focused on new business moves, doing his own thing without 50. But by then, the damage was already done. To most fans watching, that moment confirmed everything 50 had been warning about. That Lil Meech was quick to flip, and when it really counted, he had no loyalty. 50 closed the door. Fans turned away, and Lil Meech, once seen as the heir to a street empire, was now just viewed as a spoiled kid who fumbled a golden opportunity and betrayed the very people who built him up. And in the world Lil Meech is trying so hard to fit into, loyalty, respect, and realness mean everything. Without that, you've got nothing. All you've really got is a name, and even that can fade quick if you don't move right. Outside the major drama with 50 Cent and the fallout with 3 Luck, Lil Meech's track record is filled with many scandals that might not ruin a career on their own, but stack them up and they paint a messy picture. It feels like every couple months there's a new headline, another viral moment, another reason folks give him the side eye. And when you're already under pressure to live up to a name like Big Meech, that kind of attention ain't helping your case. Let's rewind to 2022. Lil Meech gets arrested in Miami for grand theft and fraud over a watch. But not just any watch. We're talking a $250,000 Richard Mille. Reports say he walked into a luxury jeweler, dropped off a Rolex as collateral, took the Richard Mille, and dipped, still owing about $200,000. Then it gets wilder. Allegedly, he tried to trade that same watch at another store like it was his. That move screamed scam vibes. And even though the charges eventually got dropped, the damage, already done, the story exploded online. Nobody was talking about his acting or his future. They were calling him BMF star caught in watch scam. That's not boss energy, that's rookie flex behavior. And let's not forget his personal life. It hasn't helped the image at all. His relationship with R&B singer Summer Walker turned into full-blown blog material. They had those cute couple posts at first, but behind the scenes, pure drama. Cheating rumors started flying, fans began picking sides, and then came one of the strangest moments yet. It was messy, it was awkward, and it made people question if Lil Meech was really ready for the spotlight he keeps chasing. Because with all eyes on him, every slip becomes a headline, and every headline chips away at the name he's trying so hard to live up to. Let's talk about the musty situation. Comedian Jess Hilarious went live and straight up said Lil Meech smelled bad. She joked that Summer Walker must have had a strong stomach to deal with him because he was musty. And that joke, it lit the internet on fire. Now imagine trying to be taken seriously as a street guy, the son of a gangster, and the internet is clowning you for skipping deodorant. Meech clapped back the only way he knew how, by exposing Jess. He posted old DMs of her trying to flirt with him, basically saying, "You didn't think I stunk back then." But by that point, the internet had already run wild. The damage was done. Now, things like this might seem like regular celebrity drama, stuff any young, famous dude could get caught in. But when you stack it on top of everything else, it shows a clear pattern. Lil Meech isn't being seen as some calm, street-smart, focused star. He's starting to look like an immature dude riding his father's legacy without earning it. And the hip-hop world, especially the OGs and people who really lived that street life, they're not buying it. They look at Big Meech, a man who built an empire from nothing, took real risks, faced real time. And then they look at Lil Meech like, this kid's not cut from that same cloth. It's not even about him going to private school. Nobody knocks him for living better than his pops. The real problem? It's the act. One fan put it plain, 50 didn't clown him for going to private school. He clowned him for pretending like he didn't. That right there, that's the core of it. Authenticity. In hip-hop and in street culture, you can't fake it. You can't talk tough if you've never walked through fire. And when your last name is Meech, the pressure to be real is even bigger. So if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. We're bringing real talk to the stories everyone's whispering about. Don't miss what's next.